Hey everybody, JJ here, Bull to the Bust. It is Thursday, November 19th, 2020. I hope you're well. I hope each and every one of you are prepared and ready for what's going to be the worst economic collapse of all time. The new initial jobless filing claims are out today, and we see an uptick, and we told you this was going to happen. Now, again, look back prior to the shutdown, and we see that we're still 3 to 4 times higher, and they've been slightly declining, but this is far, far, far from getting back to where we were before the shutdown. Now, where were we before the shutdown? Well, we were already in a very, very bad spot. 70 to 80% of people were still living paycheck to paycheck before the shutdown. So the disaster has gotten even worse. It's went from a disaster to an obliterated economy. Now, yes, you may not notice it. People are still shopping. Some people still have jobs. There were many rescue programs put in place. And yes, people can still go out and spend money in many cases, in millions of cases. People can spend a little more now because they don't have to pay rents, they don't have to pay their mortgages. But what's going to happen at the end when the music stops? Right? When people are no longer given free places to live, a lot less people are going to be spending. When a lot less people spend, that's going to be more jobs that are gone. And you think this false recovery was bad, just wait until reality strikes this economy. All right, the markets, they can continue to be propped up. Banks can continue to lend out money for people to buy homes. Remember, the home ownership rate, less than half of the people that are considered homeowners have their mortgage paid off. So it's not as good as it seems. So the real home ownership rate is about 25%. Right, 25 to 30% technically. Right, so when they tell you everybody's buying homes, more people than ever are buying homes, the housing market's hot. Yes, it's hot. It's hot based on debt and lending. Right, nothing against taking out a loan. I got my first home using a loan. With the economy basically being in peril, what's going to happen to all these people that are taking out loans at the peak of a housing bubble? But back to this chart here, just when you thought that there were no more jobs left to lose, well, filings actually increased from the previous week. It was supposed to be a decline or a recovery, so lower and lower initial jobless claims, but we saw an uptick from last week. So what's happening? Well, we're going to talk about a few things that are happening, and there's many examples, but here's a headline right here. Extended unemployment benefits ending in Virginia. So we have extended unemployment benefits ending. Coming up here in the next couple months, we're going to see just the regular unemployment benefits ending for people. So they're going to have to find new, more and more rescue programs to see what we're getting at here. So eventually, I think it's going to be too much of an avalanche of unemployed people, people broke, people that can't pay their rent, people that can't pay their utilities, people that can't pay their student loan payments, their car payments, their credit card payments. This debt tsunami is about to hit very, very quickly unless something major is done. All right, you've probably heard talks about the Great Reset coming down from the World Economic Forum. Some people say that's the rescue plan and that's going to help everybody. Other people say it's the devil in disguise because along with debt forgiveness comes a lot of other control mechanisms that they can implement on us. I mean, look at the lockdowns. We're under control right now. This was an induced recession to cover up for the real economic collapse that was created via the monetary system in the first place. All right, and this is happening globally. Recent article out of CNBC, attack of the debt tsunami. The virus pushes global debt to record high. The IMF said global debt would break new records in the coming months to reach 277 trillion by the end of the year. So this is more than just lockdowns, right? The 277 trillion just didn't get created in the last 6 or 8 months after the lockdown. This has been a problem that's been happening, it's been mounting basically for decades. But of course, they want you all to believe that it's all about the infection, it's all about the shutdown, when we know here on this channel that the problems are much, much larger. Now, what's being done? What are the bureaucrats discussing to fix the problem? Well, not much. Even if you forgive everyone's debt, people are just going to go back into debt if they don't find something to stop the asset prices from rising, the asset bubbles, the inflation that we're all suffering under. Remember, inflation is a hidden tax. It's a hidden tax. And also remember, all this new debt creation, where does it typically go? Does it usually go down to the bottom? No, it usually ends up at the top, and typically the top 10%. So we see the mega corporations, the ultra wealthy, continue to gain more and more wealth. And the mega corporations, they love when people get stimulus checks, enhanced unemployment benefits, moratoriums on rents and mortgages. That allows people then to go out and spend more at the multinational mega corporations. Look at Walmart here. They're saying, this is a Business Insider article, Walmart is losing lower income shoppers as extra unemployment benefits end and stimulus dries up. So of course the mega corporations, they love people getting stimulus checks and enhanced benefits because they go out and spend it. So now even Walmart is noticing they're losing lower income shoppers because of the extra unemployment benefits. Now I know many of you out there are saying, JJ, you're exaggerating, I'm doing fine, people around me are doing fine. Well, if you still have a job, consider yourself lucky, because the real unemployment number is still, if you look at the real number, over 30%. Right? And ask yourself, if it were not for the stimulus, how many customers would you have at your job? Maybe you're like Walmart. Maybe you're going to start losing customers because these people are getting less and less benefits. Unemployment benefits are drying up. And when this ball game hits the ninth inning, it's going to start looking real ugly. Even if you're looking good today, are you going to be looking good next year? Right? That's what we say, prepare, because a lot of what we're seeing right now is just false confidence and debt propping of this system, of this economy. Right? See what I'm saying here? If you take away all the handouts and the rescue programs, will you still have a job? Will your industry, will your business still have any customers left? You see what I'm saying? And then you say, and then some of you may say, well, no, I'm retired. I don't have to worry about customers because I'm retired. Yeah, you're retired and you're getting retirement benefits likely from a government that's broke and trillions of dollars in debt. And the only reason you're still getting benefits is because of the endless debt machine that is enabled by the baseless fiat currency. See what I'm getting at here? So this entire economy, even if you're retired or getting some other benefits, it's all an illusion, and it's all going to end at some point. And I just don't want any of you to be unprepared. I want you to just be educated and know exactly, what could be in the cards. I think it's definitely going to happen. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, next week, but the writing's on the wall. Every one of us need to prepare ourselves accordingly. All right, and yes, eventually I plan on moving out of California. Some states are worse than others. Let's take a look at some states that are doing even worse than maybe where you're at. A recent article right here, study finds tens of thousands of businesses permanently closed from lockdown in Washington only. So Washington State, heavy lockdowns, heavy restrictions. The business owners there getting obliterated, not to mention all the other events that are happening up there in places like Seattle, all the damage and destruction. California, my state, getting obliterated. Small businesses, some of them protesting the restrictions, with restaurants having to put their people outdoors even though it's cold and it's going to be rainy season here, and they want people to hang outdoors under a canvas and eat their little plate, eat their little dinner. Gyms, they want people to work out outdoors. Okay, when I go to a workout, I don't want to be outside. I want to be in a gym with the music playing, in a temperature controlled environment. I don't want to be outside under a canvas, right? I could do that in my driveway. See what I'm saying? So this economy is in big trouble. If you're still getting a paycheck, you're a lucky one, and I hope your luck lasts. I really hope it does. But let's prepare. All right, well, folks, I don't get pleasure or joy coming out of here and telling you that I think some very bad things are ahead, but at the same time, that's what I believe what's coming. And I wouldn't be able to sleep good at night if I sat here and told you that everything was going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be fine. And I think that people that are not prepared are going to feel the brunt of what's coming, and I don't think it's going to be good. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Continue. You've got to prepare for what's coming. This is not good. This whole talk about the economy getting rescued, recovering, everything's going to be fine. No, it's not going to be fine, unfortunately. I wish it was. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't in good conscience, tell you that. So thanks everybody for watching. Let me know down in the comments. Bye now.